throughout history, a revolution has been needed in order to make a change. The Red Devil Culinary Arts Program wants to change the way you see food. Welcome to the Red Devolution.
So welcome to Central High School's Culinary Arts Program Kitchen. Today, with my lovely assistant, Alyssa Collins, we're going to be making some chocolate chip cookies. And what Alyssa's going to start doing, she's actually going to add basically 6 pieces of butter to our mixing bowl. Now that you've noticed, the mixing bowl has a paddle attachment. Those 6 pieces will actually yield about 1 cup. Now what she's going to do is she's going to add 6 ounces, so basically 3 each of these. So 6 ounces of brown sugar and 6 ounces of granulated sugar. And what we're going to do is what's called creaming. And basically what that means is we're going to basically form a paste with the butter and sugar, so when the cookies bake, the butter doesn't just melt out. And then we need 6 ounces of white sugar. Yep. Now what we're doing is we're creaming the butter and the sugar together. Basically what we're doing is we're forming a paste. Again, so when the cookies bake, the butter doesn't melt out. Now this process takes a couple minutes. Now while this is going, we're going to make sure that this has our egg ready to go, and then we're going to start adding all of our dry ingredients. Alright, so what I'm going to do first before we add the egg, I'm going to stop this real quick, and I'm going to scrape the sides of the bowl just to make sure everything is incorporated. So I'm going to get the paddle first, and then I'm going to get the sides of the bowl. Alright, I'm going to come down, lock it again. Now Alyssa's going to add her egg, and what we're doing is we are going to allow the egg to fully incorporate before we add anything else. Now a lot of times recipes like this will call for more than 1 egg. If that's the case, you always want to add eggs one at a time and make sure they're fully incorporated before you add the next egg, because once you add too many and that dough separates, you have to basically throw it away. Start getting the dry ingredients ready. Baking soda, salt. So the butter, the sugar, and the egg are ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift this up. Now Alyssa's going to start adding all of our dry ingredients. We're going to add first the baking soda, followed by a half a teaspoon of salt. You always make sure your measurements are level. And then we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of flour. Again, we'll make sure that the measurements are level. So that's the first 2 cups. Now we're going to add a 1/4 cup of flour. Now we're going to add 1½ cups of chocolate chips. You noticed Alyssa really packed in those chocolate chips. She's kind of on the greedy side, just so you know. We're gonna add another half cup, and we're gonna follow that with a cup of Alyssa's favorite, chopped pecans. Oh, that's not your favorite, is it? We're gonna add 1 cup of pecans. All right, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna follow that up with 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now, all the ingredients are in at this point. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mix until everything is just combined. We do not want to overmix, because since there's flour in this recipe, as it mixes, it forms gluten, and gluten gets really tight. It's a protein that's found in wheat, and if it gets overmixed, it's like, it would be like baking a brick, basically. So what we're doing is we're just gonna mix this until just everything is combined. So again, we're gonna, got some gloves on, so I'm just gonna push the dough off. Now what we're gonna do, I've got a sheet pan over here. Alyssa's gonna take this over here. Now if you notice, I've got what's called a Sil-Pat. It's actually short for silicone mat. It's a great tool to bake with. So we've got our dough, we've got our scoop. Now Alyssa's gonna scoop them out. Now if you watch, she's gonna make level scoops, and she's gonna give them just enough space so when they bake and they spread out a little bit, they're not gonna be touching each other. All right, so Alyssa has finished scooping out the cookies. She's very good. She was very fast. Good job, by the way. And now what she's going to do, she's going to put them in the oven. We've got the oven set at 375, and we're going to set the timer for 7 minutes. So we're going to close it up and set the timer for 7 minutes. So Alyssa's gonna now just take a few and put them on a plate, and they'll be ready to eat. We need some milk, don't we? All right, perfect. And here you go. Some beautiful chocolate chip cookies, Red Devolution style.